Hello, everybody out there in internet land. We got a special treat today. I've got a couple guests, and we will be unboxing the ultimate. This is the ultimate tier. Is that right?
What's in the box? Yeah, that's the ultimate bundle right there.
Of Infinitale Chronicles: The War of the Trees, number 2. And we're gonna open that bad boy up here in a second. My guest is the creator and return. Oh, there he is. Return co-host, Mr. Chris Fisk of Infinitale Chronicles. And also today we got a friend of the show, Frederick Guimont. He is sitting in, and it looks like he'll be drawing today.
That's right.
Well, you're inking, is that right?
Yeah, I'm doing some inking work on just a fun piece I'm doing for kicks and giggles.
Nice.
The boiling frog.
Yes, but this one's got a heat sensor, so it knows to get out. You see, that's the whole premise of it.
We need that on America.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
So, all right. So, as an aside, before we get into our normal jibber jabber, this show today is all about Infinitale Chronicles number 2 unboxing.
Oh boy,
ultimate. So, first of all, look at that packaging. I don't know, Chris. And Frederick. I don't know anybody that's doing anything like this. Have you seen anything like this, Frederick?
No, it pisses me off, man. It's like
serious.
Now we have to actually work and make something look good.
I show the back, but my address is on there, and
it's
you guys are weirdos. So,
well, congratulations, Chris. I've been seeing the posts on X. It's like you're definitely making an impact in terms of like showing that indies can. There's no reason for indies not to do quality packaging.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. I don't even want to open it. Like I don't want to wreck it. All right.
You didn't buy 2 copies, one to keep in the box, and
he bought the one that's got everything. So it's that's actually got some weight to it too.
It does. How much would you say that is? It probably says on the the shipping thing, but I can't find it.
I think it's close to 10 pounds. But
jeez, here we go.
Wow, is there like an Infinitale kettlebell?
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 Yeah, the entire box is made out of lead.
Don't sell that to nerds. They can't lift it. All right.
No, the whole reason for that packaging though is that it's twofold. The first is that for me, maybe it's the Japanese wearing off on me, working in that country, and you learn all about like how it's not so much what you give, it's how you give it. Like it's rude. Well, it's very rude to give somebody a gift and not wrap it. Like that's considered, faux pas there. And then on top of that, like when you give and receive something, you always use 2 hands. So you'll notice that like when they give business cards and stuff, they always like kind of pinch their thumb and index finger together with both hands and hand it to you instead of just like, give you the gambit.
Look at this.
Yeah. And the second reason for it is that, as a backer, in my opinion, like indie books are way like overpriced, but they have to be because we indie creators don't have the access to distributors and production bulk, prices and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got the inventory on the back.
Right. You can see the reflection of my dungeon in the Don't look behind the curtain, people.
Yeah, see the slaves locked to the wall and chained to the wall.
You can't do it.
I like that you have a chest like illustration in the back as well, because the box kind of feels like a treasure chest in a way.
That's my.
No, I'm talking about on Chris's box.
Yeah. There's depending on the package you received, there are 3 kind of tiers of boxes. There was the core backer box, which like when you looked on the back of it, it was a smaller kind of little nondescript black box, and it had like the little coffer essentially. Then there was the war chest, which it showed like your traditional kind of treasure chest there. And then the one that Aaron's got there, which is the deluxe war chest, it's got like a golden treasure chest.
Yeah. Serious. It's so fucking cool. It says war chest.
Wow.
I mean, it's just next level, dude. Next level.
Like you have to keep that box now. Like that's part of history.
Oh yeah, I have. So I ordered his first campaign as well, and it came in a box. I didn't get the super deluxe stuff, but that's why I wanted it on this one. but I still have it. Unfortunately, it's in the other part of the dungeon, but or I'd go grab it. But that is awesome, dude. Look at
Hell
that.
yeah!
Wow.
All right, so enough gawking. Let's take her panties off. Oh wait.
Woo!
Holy cow! Look at that. Look at the inside.
Oh yeah, yeah. The interior arts by yeah, we got we got Kev Hulk himself in there, and man, Steve Cannon's coloring freaking knocked it out of the park.
That is obscene.
Customized, personalized.
Are you still making
tissue
profit
paper
on these, Chris? With all the
we're not going to talk about profit.
Yeah, you don't make profit on indie.
Okay, I just wanted to, because I was going to be depressed if you said, "Oh yeah, lots of profit."
Yeah, enough to make 3 more.
Well, the reasoning for this though is that like I was mentioning earlier about like how expensive these freaking books are and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's got the little companion goodies bag.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, I wonder what holofoil card you got in the collectible cards. But like I wanted the reason why it's all wrapped up like this and why it's all this like grandiose thing is because this is backing. This isn't like buying the book off of Amazon. Like this should be the white glove, like premium experience. You should be excited that like you got something that other people will not get.
Look at that. Oh, that's fucking crazy, dude. And you probably hand sealed all these, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got a crimper.
Wait, is that what you call the brown person that does all your work for you?
Sorry, it costs too much money to come back in here.
Sorry, do not redeem.
You mentioned
those are digital cards, by the way. You swipe those on the back of your phone, and you get the digital editions. Those are all NFC enabled.
That's cool. You mentioned white gloves. It reminds. I got to tell a little quick story because I went to do an expo in Central America last year, and a lot of artists would ship their work, and some of the better artists, they included white gloves in the packaging for the person who would put it up on the wall. It's that kind of attention to detail, man.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, yep. See, those are the thank you cards, and I implore people, like I haven't been getting any hits and it kind of worries me, or many hits, is that little scan, that QR code. That's the survey. That's where you can anonymously tell me, if the book sucks.
Stickers.
Oh yeah.
And anybody who is back to Immortal Rising knows I like stickers.
Oh yeah. Everybody. Does anybody not like stickers? Like what kind of people don't like stickers? Seriously.
Oh no. See, every now and again, an indie creator will come out and be like, "Oh yeah, the thing that everybody likes doing is actually stupid and trash." So I've heard it.
What, holofoil cards?
Instead of that, you should have gotten nothing but bookmarkers or whatever they say. It's like, okay, let me guess, you're selling bookmarkers as well?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Jumoko no Tyson.
I was looking for this one.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Wow,
look at that. Just
damn,
dude, the care in this is the next level.
I'm selling those. So here's the thing: is that it's kind of an offshoot. So that's dude. Check out the interior. That's the abridged edition art of.
Oh, I like the simplicity of the sketch there.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's Eduardo Barbosa who did that from Barbusco Studios. We were having some back and forth on the design of Ashling because he and his wife did the alternate art edition. And part of the character design is consistency. So it was like we went through character designs, and he made a sketch of that. He's like, "Is this what we should go with?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that looks great." So I put it on the back.
Dude,
nothing wasted.
Gorgeous.
And so you haven't done the game portion of your project yet, right? This is all story driven. Like there's no game mechanics and game books yet, but you're kind of working your way up to it, I imagine.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah. Oh, dude, you got the poster. So, thing about the poster, it's weird. Nobody really had any interest in the posters, which was kind of disappointing. But for me, if you're a fan of the art stuff, you get on one side of the poster, you get Clark O'Keefe's painting there of Ashling there having a bad day with the zombies and stuff, and on the other side, it's like. When you buy action figures as a kid, like you flip it over to the back of the box and it shows all the action figures you don't have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the back of this poster gives an entire list of the entire Act 1 card collection. So as a collector, you can see which cards you have and which ones you don't.
Nice.
Which I think I bought all the cards on the first campaign.
Yeah. If you have Series 1 and you got Series 2 there, the only thing you're missing are maybe a couple of jumbo holofoil cards because of like the special circumstances for those.
Right.
And then the holofoil lucky cards that come in the randomly come in the
Bro.
Yeah, look at that. Yep.
Ooh.
Look at that. That is hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that painting. And then see, that's every card and they're all numbered.
Yeah. Wow.
So quite the collection, you know.
You need to give out like merchandise tutorials, man.
Well, man, keep your secrets. Don't tell anyone this shit.
Yeah,
you're like leagues ahead
He's
of
made
everybody.
that mistake before.
Yeah. That's there is a lot of mercenaries.
And when I say don't tell anybody, I mean except for me, obviously.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so that right there, you just got the acrylic magnet set right there. That's 7 magnets, and they're all done in pixel art, so sprites of the characters from Nicotine.
That is so fucking cool. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
And the no worries, but like the magnets on those things, dude, I had to resend to Germany like he bought the Duranu variant magnet, which is the Darwin guy with the green armor.
Yeah,
and it got ripped through the package because of the X-ray machine that it got sent through. Because the magnet was like, it literally, like, they sent it through and he's like, hey, Chris, I got your package, but it looks like somebody took a watch battery and tore it through the package.
Whoops.
Wow.
So I had to resend it with a big warning and like, magnet, do not X-ray.
There you go. That's a good idea. They should have done that to that one guy who walked into the MRI.
Oh, man. Oh.
Sorry. I should have brought that up. Look at this, though.
Oh, yeah. The store folio.
Man. Holy
cow.
Yeah.
So the store folio, I had to make these. I was kind of pissed off because you were talking about secrets. Everybody that's got their own custom printed one, nobody wanted to share with me where they got it from. It was all like I was getting blown off or I was getting the blah, 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 the runaround, the hibbity-jibbity, whatever. And it pisses me off because it's like, dude, I've had people in my DMs all the time. Where did you get those acrylic standees? How did you get this? How did you get that? I've had people ask me how 3D printing works and stuff. And then, they just kind of, well, whatever, just go off on their own. And when it was the one time that I was like, dude, where did you get those? I want to do a custom printed store folio. I get the runaround. So I had to make my own. Like I had to print out vinyl.
All the help that you've given other people is crazy.
Yeah, well, it's because there's mercenaries in this space,
There is a lot of them.
Yeah, and it kind of makes it like the good people who do help. It makes them not want to help, and that's a shame.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, I'm almost getting
tearing into that beast.
There we go. Oh
Whoa.
my gosh! Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's got a front and back. I did all the vinyl stickers or decals on the. So yeah, it should resemble the Book of Dragons box that we had in the first campaign.
Yes,
Dude,
actually. The other one isn't glossy and it's a little bit more bulky, but yeah, it's the same. It looks like the same design to me.
Hell yeah!
The box just right over there.
With all the work you put into
Holy cow.
packaging, Chris, I hope they consider you an honorary Japanese now.
Oh, Boku wa Nihongo dakimasu.
You guys see that? Wow.
Yeah. You got the world map there. You got a picture of Darwin there on the interior cover, and then you got your goodies wedged in there securely.
Yeah, it is secure actually.
Right. Yeah, it fits. Like I measured it; it does fit in, but it's like one of those things where it's like it barely fits in.
It's tight.
Yeah, just the way.
Easy now.
So that right there is the 2-book collector's bundle. So inside that is a bundle of both the standard edition and the alternate art edition. Plus, there's a 3rd book in there, which is a free black and white 40-page preview of book 3, done by Nerium Nova. So
she's going to be your
Yep.
artists going forward, right?
Yep. Yeah, dude,
So
I
you
love
don't have to
Miriam.
wait fucking 5 years to put out the next one because the art team's screwing you around.
Well, that, and I have direct communication with Miriam, and
Yeah.
she's a creator herself. She's a very, she's very professional in what she does. She knows her work,
Yeah.
and
right on.
I appreciate being able to like get a DM instantly whenever there's an issue, and like I'm at work or whatever, and all of a sudden, bloop, bloop, and it's like, hey, what do you think of these? And it's like instant feedback, instant iteration, and like I said, I feel confident she knows what she's doing, so it makes me really glad that I get to work with her. She's one of my favorite artists too.
Yeah, that's so cool. I'm grateful for my relationship with Jose, my artist.
Oh yeah.
As well. So it's just nice, and like, because he wasn't my first artist that I dealt with, and I've dealt with others, kind of since him. I'm like, hey, will you try doing this for me or that? And I'll tell you, it's a consistent artist who doesn't screw you around and responds to you at least, in decent time is so rare. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do, but like the average guy out there has no idea how tough it can be just to, finagle an artist to stay on track. They get pulled in different directions or whatever.
Yeah, you become deprioritized. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it. My artist is like constantly just doing art for fun or missions and stuff. I'm like, what about the book?
He got the world map. Canvas world map.
Yeah, I definitely wanted that. That's cool.
That's the essential now. I think with fantasy books, I think that's half the fun. I mean, ever since I saw it in the Tolkien book, it's become kind of the standard. You want to be able to follow along, especially when it's a story about a journey across lands, mysterious lands.
And it's funny because I agree. So the editor I worked with originally, she was like, "So you're gonna do a world map?" Because I didn't have one then. She's like, "So you're gonna put it in a world map?" And I was like, oh, "That's a great idea." She's like, "Well, every fantasy setting they need a world map." And then it's funny because I saw another indie creator saying that they refused to put it in a world map and that it's too cliche or cheeky or whatever it was. I was like, that's funny because I happen to like you open the beginning of the book, you see the map, and then you can cross reference when it comes up in the book later. You can you see where they're talking about. That.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So these were all random. Everybody that backed the Ultimate Bundle got 12 randomly selected mini prints. Yeah, and they can slide right into the front jacket of the store folio or your deluxe store folio that you got.
Yeah,
and on top of that, the cover there on the store folio is reversible. You can pull it out and flip it on its back, and it's got a different.
Nice. Look at that. That's cool.
Oh. Yeah,
there's a naughty one.
I made sure to put the naughty one in there because I know.
That was what the fans wants, The fans.
Yeah. Yeah, that was by Din Money.
That's how the Blue Girl came about.
Oh yeah,
Corey knows his stuff. Yeah,
after my first campaign, it was like, well, they seem to, she checked off well with all the people, so I was like, well, let's put her on the cover. So what is this here?
Yeah, so that is a huge thank you to everybody that's had me on their channel.
Nice.
And
what's the one on the fourth one on the right there?
I don't know.
All the QR.
Oh, yeah, the one on the right. There he is. Yep.
Yeah. And you can scan that QR code and it will bring you directly to that episode.
Dude,
hey, I'm not on here, you bastard.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I saw. You're like, shit, we've streamed together for years. I'm not even on here.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's like I wish more people would look at things like I know it's so dumb. It's such like a auxiliary thing to have, and a lot of people probably just ignore it. They're like, yeah, just get it out of the way. I want to see the cool art from from Kevin and it's at the point now where like we really it is important to kind of thank the people that help you, because if you don't show like gratitude like that and you are a mercenary and you're all like, well, what have you done for me lately? And you've never like that. People don't forget that,
Well, I find it interesting having done this. Like me and you have hosted a promo show off and on for years now, and it's right now is like the fewest amount of promo shows that I can remember.
Yep.
For indie comics especially. So it's even the small shows, sometimes I get discouraged. It's like, you only got 20, 30, 40 whatever viewers. And it's like it gets discouraging because I tend to put effort into these shows and time away from other stuff that I could be doing. And and then when you have a guest on and then they act like you never existed after they're not there.
Dude,
it's like I don't like, I'm still on Twitter liking their stuff when I see it, or sharing stuff out or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. I don't see that enough where it's like, you have to promote the promoters as well.
Well, that and like you bring up a good point about like pretending you don't exist or whatever. Cause like, I know I'm not owed anything. Like, I don't want this to come off as like some whiny, like, oh God, I did all this for you and you did nothing for me. But it's kind of a morale blow, dude. When you like I've been your co-host for a long time, and I've been other people's co-hosts too, and I've been sharing around and hyping up people's books.
Yeah, you sure do share it around. Oh.
Yeah, I got some cream for that. But no, I share it out, and then there these same people who have like hyped up their books are just like, well, what have you done for me recently? Like, I've reached out to a lot of people to when my campaign, it's like, okay, it's my turn, I need some help. And that's why I'm super grateful to everybody on that piece of paper. Every one of those people, dude, are awesome people. They've got amazing YouTube channels or Rumble channels, actually. Some of them are Rumble. Yeah. And they really should. Yeah. And you should check them out. They're great people. Like, and a lot of them had for example, Katie did. Like, she doesn't know me. She has she doesn't have a book that I've helped her promote. Right. And she's like, yeah, I'll have you on. Yeah, this looks cool. Like, and she helped me, dude. Like that's admirable. That's like, okay, you're one of the good guys. You're getting a high five. Like, whatever I can do to help.
I remember some people were giving her garbage about not buying books and stuff like that. I'm like,
she doesn't need to buy anything.
That's why I said, Katie, you don't need to buy any of these books because you promote the market. So that's more than these people taking shots at you even do. So it's like, don't feel bad about not buying everything that comes across your channel. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, look, okay, so you brought up a good point. So Bancroft, okay, I launched on Bancroft. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't owe me to buy my book, or whatever. If it weren't for him, I almost guarantee I wouldn't have made I wouldn't have made my funding goal. Like the launch party that he helped, he had with his show or whatever. Mm-hmm. I owe the success of this project to him. I was funded on his show during that launch.
Nice.
Stream. And for some reason, those assholes still have his account banned.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's been over a week now. Yeah, like
I got kicked off of X as well. I don't know, a month or so ago, something like that. And it said inauthentic behavior.
Yeah, that's what he got.
People are being hit with that. And like Salty was hit with that as well.
You just hit, what is it? When you try to fight back, I can't remember the term they use. Appeal. So I appealed it. It took like, I don't know, a day or something, but maybe those people aren't hitting the appeal button. I don't know, because they do have a couple of hoops you got to jump through, and you got to push this and do that, and then check your email. And then go back, do this and do that. So maybe they didn't do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but clearly Michael Bancroft is not a bot, and
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But it's like as a look at that, look at the interior there, Mr. Sharp and Mr. Cannon.
Woo. Dude.
Yeah,
that's a full Monty right there, buddy.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's one of the battles. Yeah, referenced in there, the part of the Wild Hunt. Yeah, you got the big box too, man. That thing is.
You did. I wanted the best.
It's like there's no part.
I knew that I know that you put out just next level work. So I was like, I want everything. And I'm glad, dude. Especially these are so fucking cool.
It seems that even the big corporations are doing it to your level, Chris, because like there's no part of the packaging that isn't covered by art, like the interior of the box, and it's like next you're going to tell me they're all hand painted by children in Thailand or something.
Would you like some bad Thai? Yeah, I pay them in Nike sneakers. Yeah, like also the other thing, I give everybody the if you got the trading cards, you know, here's a little sleeve for you to.
Which I still have the other sleeve, but
nice,
that's fun.
But if you got binders of women, you know, you can put those cards in. But for me though, like the unboxings are great. Like people seem to really really enjoy. And I'll tell you, man, that it warms my heart when people feel like they got their money's worth out of this. Because in this shitty economy, well, yeah, we're in a tailspin for an economy. So
look at all these. There's so much art here. So I want to say, and I'm not trying to put your campaign on blast. I want to say the tier I got was maybe $200, which is really affordable for all of this. Like, come on, dude. Like, buy this at a convention, and it would all come to more than that. Like this map alone was going to be $20-$30 at a convention. You know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I want people to feel like they got their money's worth. But I also, and guys, it feels like I just kind of fired these boxes out into the void.
I know, dude. It's like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. It's like, I'm busy, you know, doing this and doing that. I'm like, shit, okay. And then I see all over X, you know, there for a couple of weeks was nothing but, I got my Infinitale. So that was cool.
And I'd love to, like, now that you got the toy, you got the product. Tell me what you think of it, you know, like either in the survey or like, and I'd love like, so I'm assuming Aaron, you're on board. We're going to have later on in October, some structured like story discussion and content discussion about Infinitale Chronicles. And it's like, to me, all of the packaging and everything is like the candy shell, but the chocolate inside is what's the most important. You know, if the stories, if the books suck, if the story isn't, you know, isn't like, if, you know, you're bored by it or you don't like it or whatever, like all these tchotchkes and everything are meaningless. Like,
the packaging only enhances what's inside. What's inside has got to be good to start with. Yeah.
So I could put one of those art prints. I can just slide in here.
Yeah, and you can flip that piece that's in there around, and there's another cover. So
okay, dang, dude, that's what I mean. There's so much art in this. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, again, it's about value. Like that, I'll tell you, Amanda B made my day when she said it was the most, like, the campaign that gave the most value, bang for the buck.
Serious. That's hands down. I don't know anybody who's even in your class, dude.
Yeah, you need to be winning awards for this. Like, there needs to be like Comic Skate awards. The best packaging. The nominees was just Chris Fisk. I'm
just
sorry,
Chris.
You're the only nominee, Chris.
Man, I don't even care. Like, there's nobody that's even close to this. This is crazy.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, and I hope, you know, I can keep doing this because it's a 10-book planned series. Yes. So this is only book 2, and you know, we held the campaign, and based on feedback I got from book 1, I did the alternate art edition with the Barbuscos. They did kind of a bandas designé kind of European style. And then, you know, there's the standard edition, which was done by the original team. And then there was the manga edition. So you got 3 different kind of windows into this world. And based on the backing, the standard edition won. But unfortunately, I will not be continuing with the previous art team. But I will be, like, that's why I threw in the 40-page preview that Nerium did. Because it's like, okay, this is you know, what we're going to try to pursue. Moving forward, either Nerium was going to do the manga, or, you know, we're do something. And so that's what the survey is for. It's like, tell me what you think. Is this what I should be doing? Because I'm not going to ask people for money for shit that I wouldn't buy, you know?
Right.
And I want people to be like excited for book 3, book 4, and, you know, when I do the omnibus at the end.
Shit.
Yeah, and
those would be gnarly, dude.
Yeah, I mean, this was over 30 years of my life here. Like, you know, I mean, I'm in my 50s now, but like, it's, you know, I started this as a teenager in the early 90s, you know?
Yeah.
And it's it'd be nice to be able to get all this out and get people like, hey, he actually did something good with his life, you know.
All right, what's in this electrostatic bag?
Yeah, so the Ultimate Edition came with the digital edition of all the books as well, so all those PDFs or whatever.
Yeah.
And in addition to sending out the emails, because you get a physical copy, you also have these cards that are NFC and QR codes of those PDFs. So every one of those right there, you can swipe on the back of your phone or scan in those little codes, and you can open and read the book and download the PDF or just read it from the browser.
Insane. Good for you, man.
Yeah, so you got all 5 of them, including book 1. I was on, I was on Andy Smith's show when he had mentioned, he's like, I see that you've got, the catch-up tier or whatever for like the physical books, but I don't see it for the digital. And I'm like, you know what? Like at this point, I don't really want to charge people for the digital of book 1. Like that thing's like 4 years old now. So right. I just threw it in. I'm like, if you backed either the digital standard or the digital alternate art edition, I'll just throw book 1 digital in for free, so you get 2 of them. And then we reached the stretch goal, and people ended up getting the free book 3 preview, that 40-page one by Nerium. So I'm like, okay, so if you backed just one of those digital tiers, you would get 3 books essentially. So,
dude, I don't even want to open this. I want to see what's inside, but I don't want to open it.
I want to see what holofoil card you got, because the if you back those cards in a bundle, you're guaranteed at least 1 holofoil card.
All right.
Man.
Drop my razor.
I hope you. Yeah, don't get angry at me if it's one of the shit cards. No, just kidding.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah. Well, a lot of this was all random. Like when I was putting the things together, like the tassel colors, I didn't know whose was whose. Sure. I didn't know, because like different bookmarks have different colored tassels, and I didn't choose those. And then the holofoil card was random, and something else was random. I can't remember what.
Shit. I just cut through all of them. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, they're plastic, so that's gonna be a challenge.
Here's
yeah. You got the 4 character cards, so they coincide with the 4 character cards from the first one.
Yep.
And then you got some book covers, and then the holofoil card, and I don't know which holofoil card it was. Oh, you got Onan. Yeah, and on the back of it is a magic rune. So it's one of the one of the sigils. Yeah. So you got
boom. Air. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been told I'm full of hot air.
Well, it's significant. Like there's some symbology there for the different magic runes, because in the story, Onan there, the asshole fawn, he ends up doing something really fucking stupid. And I remember when the player did it, and I was like, "Are you sure?" So
look at these.
Oh yeah,
can't really see them too well, but because look at that.
Yeah,
now, who did these?
So these were the original concept pieces by an Australian artist who goes by the name Zedge. And Zedge worked with me on the game stuff. And when I started doing the comic, a comic version of Infinitale, I was like, hey, well, you already did some concept art for the TTRPG I'm working on. Do you want to do some character stuff? He's like, hell yeah. So we went and designed some of the concepts. And it's cool because in the abridged art book, you can see what Kalen, the redheaded dude there, what I drew him as way back in the day for his player.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was back before I lost use of my hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh yeah, there's Clark's. I love that piece.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the cover there by Kevin and Steve.
And boom.
Oh, and that's the Amazon cover right there. So that's
is that right? Okay.
Yeah, that's the cover you'll see when the book goes for sale on Amazon.
For number 2?
For number 2, yep.
Very nice. And of course the collectible.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that's one of the rare ones too, dude.
Nice. I'll take
it. Yeah, there's a lot of common so if you just got the standard like if you just bought the cards as an add-on, there's a likelihood that you wouldn't even get a holofoil card. But if you bought it in a bundle, you're guaranteed at least one holofoil card. And some of those holofoils are a lot more common than others. Yeah. And I think there's only like 3 of those Onin cards out of all of them. So okay. I think you got one of the 3. So,
that sounds very rare.
Yeah. Well, and the sad part is it wasn't rarity out of like some weird business strategy. It was I personally like inspect all of the stuff that I get when it comes back from the printers, and I had some defects, and I'm like, I'm not, I'm asking people for money. I'm not going to give them a defect. So I was like the autistic Inspector 12. I was like this underwear ain't going out. So everything it should be perfect, or at least up to my standards of that. So cards that had printed defects, I'm like, nope. Like I've actually, when I was making those slip cases, I accidentally dripped glue on one and I like slid it off, and I just like I just like ripped it apart and threw it out. I'm like, I'm like that angry German kid. So I'm like, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. I can't have smudges.
Yeah, that's a mistake I encountered on my first campaign. Is I did not inspect some of the books that went out, and apparently there was some printing problems where they misprinted a couple pages, and people were like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't understand this part of the book. Why is it looks like this happens at the same time as this or whatever. And I was like, shit. Yeah, unfortunately that happened on somebody who had reviewed it. So it was mint, and so I sent her like the new edition, with the blue Empress.
The boobies.
So, yes,
the babes,
the bluebies.
And I'm like, I feel like such an ass because it's such an easy thing to have caught, and I didn't catch it. So yeah, got to go through each and every single one that is printed. Well, I'm thinking that the printer went through it and double check, and check their work. Of course not.
So I used to mix them, take with that with whatever you will. But like the mix them guys, like they sent my first shipment of the Book 2 Standard Edition, and they misprinted it. So I had over 100 and something books. Like I got the proof and it was fine. So I'm like, okay, let's do this, And they sent a bunch of them, like 100 and something of them, and they were all like the glue on the spine was all fucked up. Like you try to open the book and it's like, and then there's like this big white flower on the spine. And I made a video and sent it to them. And to their credit, they're like, here you go. We're no questions asked. Just bam. Here's another 100 or whatever. And I ended up inspecting those, and they were fine. But so I have like 100 of these crappy like reprinted books sitting here on my kitchen table.
Yeah, it sounds like some fuel for a fire.
yeah, it's like I know like I think it was Eric Weathers did like the bangs and dings perks or whatever.
Like, scratch and dent sale.
Yeah, I have a whole shit ton of these. Like from the not to go off on a tangent, but how I was talking about how the Amazon edition of the book is going to come out. Probably late October, November, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I on a fucking whim just walked into a local bookstore and I had a copy of the manga, and I asked them, I'm like, do you guys buy independent books or whatever? And I handed her the book, and her eyes almost fell out of her head. Like if she's watching this, that's what happened. But she's like, wait, you did this? This is who publishes this? I'm like, I self-published. I had a crowdfunding campaign. It's running right now. Blah blah blah. And she's like, okay, there's no ISBN. We're gonna have to look into that. But like, we sell indie books, but like this doesn't look like an indie book. And I'm like, oh really? And she's like flipping through it and stuff. She's like, yeah, we get a lot of crap. And I'm like, oh well. She's like, yeah, here, email our head manager or whatever, all this stuff. So I email the manager and I leave the first copy there with the bookstore. It's called Balin Books in Nashua, New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. And she's like, the person emails me back and she's like, hey, we're going to do like a manga day in November. Would you be interested in coming and selling your, like we're going to buy like 20 of your books. And, would you be interested in doing like a book signing and stuff in November? I'm like, okay. So they're going to have like a manga day, and I'm going to be, my fat ass is going to be sitting in Balin Books signing copies if people show up, which please
Nice.
do. And yeah,
I would if I could, buddy.
But what that means though is I officially am selling a book in a bookstore.
Hell
So
yeah.
the manga edition, which is only planned to be released every other crowdfunding campaign, because the manga books contain 2 books. So this one, which is called Jumoku no Taisen, which means the War of the Trees in Japanese, Volume 1, Nipponichi. That's books 1 and 2. Okay, so my next campaign for book 3 will not have a manga edition. But for book 4, there will be another manga edition, volume 2, which will contain books 3 and 4.
Nice.
And in the meantime, the Amazon edition will be the standard editions, from this point forward or whatever. Mm-hmm. But Balin Books, man, this local bookstore, if you can find them online, whatever, they're going to have the manga edition as a retail book. So if you missed out on this campaign, just go over to Balin, buy the book, have them ship it to you.
Yeah, very cool. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check out your website.
Oh yeah. See,
so you also have like one of the best websites that's around. So I mean, everybody knows that who's ever seen you promote any of the stuff. So anyways, go check it out. It's InfinitaleChronicles.com, right?
Oh yeah, yep, InfinitaleChronicles.com. And as you can see there, the crowdfunding campaign is over, so we're getting the 2 retail covers. So we got the book 1 there that was done by Nalia Hale, and then book 2, which is done by Kyle Punk Art. Those are the covers going forward. All those covers that you saw in the crowdfunding campaign, they might be available in very limited quantities in the next campaign. I'm not sure, but whatever I run out of print, I'm not reprinting because it devalues those. So you get what you get, man. Like, and then here's like I updated the lore. We've got the little montage there of all the different characters, the cast of the story.
Wow, is that like is that some AI art and animations from your characters?
Yeah, that's Z-Edge's art fed into Grok. Wow. And nice. We animated them. Well, I got them all animated there. Like,
good quality.
Nessa. And there's our asshole Darwin.
Good quality for Grok.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did a little bit of After Effects magic on it, but
okay.
Yeah, but it's a little montage of all the characters. So that's the thing is like your stories are really aren't much if you don't care about the characters. And
right.
So we have like an autistic bitchy archer there. We've got our cowardly king consort. We've got our asshole Onan there, the one that you just got the card for.
Hell yeah.
We got the traumatic mute Nessa. We got the murderous prick Darwin, who's actually, we don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Then we got Galinar there, the chieftain who is just looking out for his people. And then we don't know who that is yet. Surprise.
No. Mystery.
And there's Queen Ashling, yeah.
Very cool.
And then Deirdre there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But and then if you go into the lore section, we or learn more. We got all of the like the updated section. So I don't know why it's gray. Oh, there it is.
It's just loading.
Yeah. So those are like the different categories. So we've got like the world map you can explore. We've got the heroes, little bios for the characters, just like on the back of the cards. The bestiary, I haven't updated this one yet, but if you look in the back of the manga, it shows the water leaper and the Bather. Bathers are the basically that's a Hydra. So those things are. I took it from Irish Celtic mythology instead of the Greek mythology where it's like a many-headed snake and you cut off one of the heads and 2 grow back in its place.
Yeah.
The Bather is kind of scarier where you chop off its head and a new body grows from the head.
Wow.
Shit.
So instead of just multiple heads, you're dealing with multiple creatures, and they're scary shit. And then the lexicon, so that's the languages. Like in the story, you'll see characters talking in foreign languages, and Aaron was showing off earlier the bookmark, and it shows a decoder on the back of the bookmark of the language. You don't need the bookmark. You don't even need to understand what they're saying. It's like R2-D2 or Chewbacca in the Star Wars movies. You kind of get it, but whatever. This will allow you that extra step to understand exactly what they're saying. And the two languages that are featured there are basically the dragon's words, as they call it. It's like this ancient dead language called Slichit, which is like it's kind of like a combination of Hebrew and Greek. I got to pick the brains of one of the philologists that designed the Dothraki language when I was working on Defiance. So nice. He designed those alien languages too. So I was like, well, how does this work? Oh, well, we could do logographic lettering. I'm like, oh, I don't know what any of that means. So I got a crash course in language creation from that. And then the last section is the glossary. And in my opinion, I'm sorry. I missed magic. So magic, this actually kind of sheds some light on the mechanics of the magic system in the Infinitale game. And it also helps kind of explain when you're seeing, as these the Elvar rediscover their buried and stolen heritage, they reclaim magic, and they start saying these weird things in those glyphs, like what Aaron was showing on the back of his Onin card. This gives you an insight into like what each of those glyphs mean, and the way that the spell system works is everything is based off of elements, and then you have these like modifications to those elements called cantrips. And when you combine it into a syntax, you create like a structure of a spell. And if you fuck that up, man, does it get scary.
Right. I remember talking to you about that before. It's pretty, in depth and everything. I am looking forward to it. If and when you get to actually making the game, it sounds like a really unique way of using magic and stuff like that. It's almost like, it's almost like coding.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is you're basically a hacker. And you're hacking the cosmos of creation. You're sticking your hands into the clay and molding it how, and the fuel
Which
that you're using.
Badass.
Yeah, well, it's scary too, because it's not a science, it's an art. And all of those spells were just combinations that people who survived experiments wrote down. The people who didn't, who knows, But magic should be scary, and that's what it is in this world. And then finally, not to quickly change subjects, but in my opinion, this one is probably one of the more useful sections, because we're all in fantasy worlds. We're always hit with this weird ass language or weird ass words and
part
shit.
Of the fun.
It's like, what the hell does that mean? Well, you can actually just use this alphabetized list, and if there's a word that's thrown at you in the book, and there's not an adequate explanation, this will go into more detail of what each thing means. So if you're like, what the hell does that mean?
Very cool.
Goes see, there's the Bather, the Book of Dragons, the Brides and Vice, the Broin, they're all listed here.
Damn, that is thorough. Very cool.
Yeah, and they're all. I remember we had discussions about like world building and all this stuff. And here's the thing: is you don't need to see this. Like if you're not geeking out about the books and you just want to sit back and read the book, you don't need to dive deeper to enjoy the books.
But I mean, look at our genre. We have a ton of autists who read fantasy.
That's what this is for. This is for, you've read the books, you enjoy the universe, you want to stay in it a little longer, or you want to learn a little bit more than most. You have that opportunity as well. And I think that's what world building should be. It should be the auxiliary experience beyond a satisfying core experience of the story.
Well, it just shows how rich of an idea this really is, like how many layers are really here. It's not just I came up with a formulaic fantasy story and just threw it together and then sold it. It's like, well, actually there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of care, a lot of passion, and a lot of depth, and you don't get that in a lot of places, even if it was like so-called mainstream. Like they just don't delve into things like they used to, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's so superficial and it's so disposable. And
it's like, well, if it didn't hit, then we're not gonna keep pushing on it. It's like, well, this is a passion project and it's all there, and I just need the time to lay it out so everybody can get into it like I do.
And part of this is those characters in this story. Like maybe I cheated, I don't know. But those characters were actual players. Those are real people, real reactions. Like it wasn't just some fat dork writing, alone. Like George Lucas when he tried to write romance. It's like, No, like there was legit. there were legit females. Like there's actually. Like that Ashling is actually, she was played and she's based off of a real person.
She got that sway.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she does. Anyways, all right. So I guess, is there anything else that anybody who has lasted this long would like or should know?
Yeah. So like I was saying, Aaron, you'll be joining me for the structured story discussion videos. Video. I'll probably make one big one and then chop it up, like you were saying earlier. Yeah. And we're breaking down. This is for the readers, because like I was saying, if the story, it doesn't matter. All the cool tchotchkes and all the unboxings are really irrelevant. Like I want the core. I want people to care about the story, because when I'm gone, I want this to be what's left behind. I want something to be like, holy crap, maybe it's not the next Star Wars, or what Star Wars was before Disney got a hold of it. Or maybe it's not the next Lord of the Rings. But if it can reach people, if it can reach some fantasy nerd, somebody that's like, I really like the Infinitale Chronicles. The War of the Trees is a freaking badass story. And it spans multiple generations. It's got all the, the tropes or whatever you want to call it. Because this was from back in the 90s, before all of the cynicism and like disposability entered our entertainment. And I want to bring that back. It's a love letter to that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, and I think that you have proven that with this monster.
Yeah, the deluxe, baby.
We'll be putting this in the cornerstone of my castle. Once that's starting to be built.
Yeah, that's your foundation right there. but like, that's the other thing, is like, you're not going to get boxes like that when you go and buy it off of Amazon or off of Balin Books, or those are for the people who missed out on like the celebration. Crowdfunding isn't just give me money. Like, dude, I'm not making profits off of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get people jazzed up about a new property. Something where they're like, if they see it on Netflix, that would be awesome. But like, what I mean? If they see it beyond, they're like, hey, I got in on the ground floor, dude. I got the OG. I got the first book,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about crowdfunding as well. Like, I just have a store on Fund My Comic where it's just, a couple of the books. Whereas like my, original campaign was a bunch of additional stuff that I don't offer, or like big bundles and stuff like that. I don't offer that on my storefront. So, I want it to be something special and unique for the people that do catch my crowdfunding, just like what you're talking about. It really makes a difference, in my opinion.
I agree, man. Like, as a creator, like it is kind of our job. We're asking people for money. Give them value. Mm-hmm. Don't make them feel like they wasted their money, or
something that they're not going to get somewhere else. Like,
exactly.
I think of it as like, can you get this? Will I be selling this at a convention? If I intend to sell it at a convention, then it's not something special for the crowdfunding group,
Exactly.
And they're the ones that help me get my stuff published,
Yep.
They're the ones that, like, I use that money to print. I use all that money to print. And if anything is left over, it goes straight into the art, Yep. So that's just the way that I think crowdfunding works best.
All the money that this came from, I know there's the whole bitter crap about like the dudes that had the 5-figure campaigns that just like yeeted. The guy's like, oh, I made 30 grand. And I'm like, dude, I would have killed to make 30 grand. That's like 4 times what I made on my damn campaign.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I'm not going to deliver. And I'm like, oh, great. Thanks. You screwed me as both a backer and as a creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tears down the whole market.
And the big guys don't want to bring little guys on the channels anymore, because they're like, well, how do I know I'm not going to get another backstabber? Right. It hurts everybody. It's horrible.
It really does. Yeah.
And the only thing I can do as a no-name, unproven creator, even though this is my second book, is just keep doing it. Like,
you just I have put your nose down and keep walking. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got Immortal Rising comic 2 sitting here on my spinner rack. I show that off every time, but it's like, that's all we can do. And it really sucks. It really sucks. When the elephants battle, the grass gets trampled, and I just
the kaijus are in the city.
And it's like, guys, like, you got to give the little guys a chance. Maybe this isn't your bag. Maybe you don't like fantasy. Maybe you're not into. I've had people call the elves certain words, but there's other stuff out there. Like Rattel that's coming out, or that's out. Or Immortal Rising. Like, we're never going to work if people never give us a chance, you know?
Yes. And all right, that's a good stopping point. So go give this a chance when you see it. Go to InfinitaleChronicles.com and check it out. It may be too late for this campaign to pick up this beautiful piece of treasure right here, but you know, go to whatever signups he's got. Go participate in the brand. Let Chris know that you're paying attention. And also, you've got like free previews of comics on your site. So if you see this and you want to go check it out, you know, go look at some of it for free at InfinitaleChronicles.com.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Until next time. If you guys want to hang out for a second in the back room. Otherwise, everybody out there in internet land, we'll see you again soon. Later. Now we wait.